Where your hands are tied, you're hamstrung.
Tensions are boiling over in Lockport.
It's in course of safety issues.
The city has been trying to dig out of a $400 million budget hole. Last month, they stopped using the fire department's paramedics for first aid calls and started using a private ambulance company. Since then, the firefighters say they can no longer operate as paramedics.
We've been reduced to operating at a basic EMT level. Basically, when we go on scene and meet Twin City on scene, they have one paramedic and one EMT, and even though we have all these paramedics here, we're reduced to basically Band-Aids, ice packs, CPR.
I reached out to Lockport's mayor to see why the firefighters can't operate as paramedics. She didn't return any calls. I also reached out to Lockport's Common Council president, Joseph Kibler. He says firefighters should be able to step in and help. He says he'll look into the issue to see if it can be rectified. Union President Kevin Pratt says the city has also imposed a new rule that forces them to go from a 9-man minimum to 6. He says with less people, it makes it difficult to multitask at a fire.
Typically, you would set up water supply. You would start with ventilation and ongoing search and rescue into extinguishment. With this change down to 6, because of the loss of manpower, we have to do our evolutions one at a time.
Kibler says the city went to a 6-man minimum as a way to keep down costs. He suggests that if fire crews want additional people on duty, they should do away with a rule that allows 3 men from each platoon to take off. The tension didn't end there. Discussions at the last Common Council meeting got so heated that councilmen are now allowed to have police escorts to each meeting. Kibler says he won't need it going forward. He also says at the next meeting, council members will press forward and look at each department to see if any cuts or spending freezes can be imposed. Reporting in Lockport, Brittany Smallwood, News 4.